What's up, YouTube? We're in the big woods today. And now we're walking. Plans to hopefully get on a big buck track them down, and kill them. So we're going to see how this goes. I've got like 15 miles of walking in and haven't seen nothing. So hopefully today's better. Let's get after it. Alright guys, I just did like, I think it's 1.4 miles. Never hit any really good sign. Pretty much any fresh sign went down into the private land. So I still got like a couple hours daylight left, and I went past a pretty good buck track earlier on my way up that I'm going to run back down to right now. I think I know where it will be headed. So I'm going to try and just set up for a night watch, hopefully. I was just coming down the trail here, back to where I saw that buck track, and I just jumped him right here. I don't know how big he is. I just saw horns, so we're going to run in and get on that track. It's wicked loud in the woods, so this is going to be a tough one. Let's see if we can do it. Okay guys, I'm backing out of here. Well, it's still daylight. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. Obviously it's way too loud. He was long gone and I wasn't gonna push him. I mean, I saw a pretty good glimpse and I think he's worth coming in here and setting up a stand tomorrow after I get out of work and pursuing him. So we're gonna get out of here now, sneak out, back right out, go all the way around the long way, get out of here. Keep the pressure out. There's no human sign in here at all on this end, so we're gonna try it again in the morning. Hopefully it pans out. Alright guys, day 2. I was gonna come in here and set a stand, but it's raining decent and it's like 37 degrees out, so wind's coming out of the east, blowing west. That buck was pretty much blocked in by the swamp back here. So I'm going to cut up the hill so my scent's blowing kind of down. That way if I do bump them from wind bumping, they'll go down towards that swamp and maybe get locked in there. And then by the time I come around the backside, I'll be downwind from them or whatever. Hopefully he's still in here. Or maybe we'll get on something nicer. We'll see. It's just as loud as yesterday. There's 2 bugs down here below me. They're like 200 yards, they can't get a shot, and I don't know how big they are. It's so fucking loud right now that I don't know if I should move or not either. It's gonna be a tough one. There's a doe above me. Son of a bitch. Fucking doe. 2 does. Two does in the buck, I bet. They fucking tomfoolery me. Cocksuckers. I can get up to the top of this ridge though. I saw a buck go down the hill. Well, as you saw, 2 does, and I think either that buck from yesterday or a different one. Couldn't really get a great look. Those fucking does started blowing at me. I can't tell if they came from the top. Well, I was looking at the 2 deer down at the bottom, which I know I saw horns on the one down there. So I don't know if they were milling around at the bottom and then just cut and started coming up by me, and as I was trying to sneak down to them, they went high, and I wasn't looking up there, so they busted me, went up the hill. I just heard a shot up that way like 20 minutes ago before dark. But try again tomorrow. Now we're gonna head up to camp and see if the boys got anything. Day 3. We're pretty early today. It's starting to snow a little bit. And we're going to run up and get on that backside of that ridge and sit and hope that they come back down through like they did last night. So we're going to run in there quick.
Alright guys, day 4, I believe. We took yesterday off. I'm up in the big woods again. Just found a pretty good track that's fresh going across the road, so we're gonna hop on that. It's still pretty loud walking, but the hell with it. We're gonna give it a shot. Alright, I got off that track. Probably went like a mile and a half down into that swamp. And he's just going back in, so I pulled off it. Track up after he stopped a few times. Track's not big enough for me to go that far. It would have been nice to see what he was, but probably a young buck, 2.5 years old. I mean, it's not worth going for, so I'm gonna walk back to the machine on the road. I'm about 3-ish miles back, and he hasn't turned at all. He just keeps going away from the buggy, so I was hoping I'd hit a bed by now or catch up to him. And I think this is from about, I think it's like 3:30 or 4 right now. I think this track is from around noon, and he's just trucking, cruising. So that's number 2 that we're not gonna finish. I had to cut back up the hill and then walk 3 miles back, so maybe we'll cut a fresh track, head it back the other way, but got a long walk ahead of us. Good Lord. That's a fucking hike. Distance back to the buggy was 1.1 miles, and I started the tracker after we went all of 2 miles back around these swamps over this way, and then come up and out. That's a long ways, and I am whooped. So I think we're gonna slide into a cold beverage and head back down the hill. All right, guys, we're back. It's like 9:30. I just had 2 does come running across. I'm headed back in to see if I could cut that track, seeing them come back. There's a good chance that buck's sitting right here somewhere on the right. They come out right here out of that thick shit. So we're gonna run up above and see if I can't cut that big track coming back from last night. And if there's no fresh sign up here of anything going in, we're gonna run back down here and see if that buck comes out following them does. If not, I don't know, maybe we'll try a new spot. This is pretty rough terrain to be hiking all day, so. Can't get across this. buck. You'd be shitting me. Track a buck that far. These does for just coming in. So that tells me he's way ahead of me. And he heads right towards that camp over there. I'm still on state land. But this is pounded with tracks. I mean, fucking ton of sign. Which, there's probably some feed going on. So, we're gonna fucking back out of here. Maybe catch something on the way out. Oh, it's always something. Well, there's another long walk on the track. That's the hard part about not seeing them. If you don't see them, you don't know how fresh it is. But go on and on and on and up through and never catch up, never bump it. I bumped those two does, but they come across his track and he was still headed straight. So I know he was up and through there a while beforehand. Of course, I got up towards that private land and all the tracks just keep going that way. So I had to bail off and come down and around. And there's just no sign over here on this side. So that's going to wrap up today. I got to go do some editing here because I'm out of space on my SD card and fill this machine up and some other shit. And we'll try again tomorrow.